Frankie, what are we talking about today in Frankie's Corner?
Well, you guys asked the question.
Oh, and then you just start talking, start yapping.
We're still working out the
kinks.
The kinks of how we're gonna implement our new segment. Frankie's Corner.
I see Frankie's Corner as a
a literal corner,
like a show, like a talk show. You know, when they come in,
exactly.
like all the lights and everything, musica.
But
and shit.
the thing with Frankie's Corner is, right now we're coming up with the topics, right? But we're gonna need you guys, the viewers, the listeners,
dude. Let's talk about how
to submit the questions. And what are you laughing at?
Let's talk about how Frankie's Corner even came to be with that.
So you guys can't see. I mean, he's right in front of me. You guys can't see. It's a literal corner.
Like, that's a desk for like a second grader or something like that.
It was in the adult section at IKEA.
Dude, that's a small adult.
Frankie fits.
He's at an angle, dude.
Yeah, that's the only way I can really fit.
You were gonna put casters on it, and
you guys were like, "Fuck you." You
and
guys
yeah,
just get this.
I don't know what happened after that.
The thing is, though, it works it's Frankie's Corner.
I mean, because Frankie adapted it, you know.
I mean,
that's what I like about Frankie. He just ran with it. He was just like, just give me this,
but the thing was, I knew he was gonna run with it.
Yeah.
When we were at IKEA, we were like, we're like, what's the look? It's like a $20 desk. Let's take it.
Yeah. And it's like the perfect size because we're limited on real estate here, but
I mean, if you didn't know, we're not in a massive studio. No. If it wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're so mobile.
Yeah.
Like we're still driving across the country.
I wonder how you can see it, like if what people really think, like if how big this room is.
I don't know, but let's keep that people knowing to a minimum.
Okay.
I think I don't know how many people know. Mm-hmm. Ruben, my cousin Ruben, shout out Ruben. He wants to be on as a guest.
I welcome Ruben with open arms.
He doesn't know enough yet.
Maybe he could be.
Can't be the first.
He can't be the first?
You won't
give him the honor?
He's too lame.
Poor Ruben, dude.
He's a freaking juice box boy.
What does that mean?
Have you ever seen Kicking and Screaming? Yeah, with Will Ferrell, the soccer movie.
I don't think so.
Have you never seen Kicking and Screaming?
No, I don't think so.
Frankie, have you seen? You've seen? Oh
no.
My God, what are they teaching this place? That's another movie line reference. School of Rock. Anyways,
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Kicking. We saw it as like kids together.
And
then so we'd call each other Juice Box Boy because that was like a thing in the movie.
Oh, inside joke.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's
so Ruben, you're a Juice Box Boy. Anyways, have we started?
I mean, I don't know. What are we gonna talk about in Frankie's Corner?
Let's see.
I mean, the only thing I can think of right now that I'm thinking in my head.
What's in?
Besides this, what's in right now?
Yeah, like what were last week? We were talking about the Apple Vision. You know, it's kind of a relevant topic right now.
Yeah.
Let's stray away from
what's going in
from the submarine.
What's going on? What's going on in the world right now?
I don't know. We're Americans, so we're not very informed.
I mean, what do you see the most right now, like on your like TikTok and stuff like that?
Woodworking videos.
The only thing that shows up right now, and I know I've said this like 1,000 times already. You guys are probably annoyed. Is like I've been seeing a lot of the American jobbers, the old ones. Did you ever watch this, Frankie, or no?
Yeah, I did watch
the super old ones.
I'm pretty sure it was like the super old ones.
Yeah, and then
it's like where all the memes are coming from. Or is that like?
I think it might have been before that.
Before that,
because I don't know how many shops they moved. They had like a little small shop, and then they had another shop that was right. They built another shop right next to that one, like kind of up the hill, and then they got that massive. I think after that they got this massive shop.
I don't think I ever saw the massive shop.
The massive, like the one with that has their logo in the front with the glass.
I don't know if I watched those episodes already.
So what episodes did you watch? Did you watch any?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, which ones did you watch? Do you remember or no?
I don't remember.
Dude, okay, well, my point is that, well, I guess I wasn't trying to make a point, but dude, Paul Senior.
When do you make a point?
I like all of them, but Paul Senior, damn, that guy's freaking annoying, dude. Like freaking Paul Junior is trying to work on this bike, and trying to design it, and he's piecing it together. He doesn't have like a blueprint how to make it, and he doesn't have CAD to like make it, so he doesn't have like a clear vision of what he wants, right? So he's going piece by piece and stuff like that, and you just hear Paul Senior back, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet? How long is it gonna take? You're taking too long on this. Oh, why is this not why is this not done? If I would have been building this would have been done all the long time ago and stuff like that." But it's just so annoying. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of dads are like that. Like, oh, whenever you're building something, they're just so annoying. Oh, are you done? Are you done? Oh, you're doing this wrong.
Is your dad like that, Frankie? I guess it has to do with if your dad is also like does the same thing, you know?
Yeah,
like if you both like mechanically inclined and you both build things or
see, but like my dad's not really mechanically inclined, but like stuff for like the horse and stuff like that, dude, that was like the same thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
so it has to be something relatable. Yeah, because it can't be two different things.
If anything I do, my dad's on me.
You're literally Paul Senior and Paul Junior. That's literally like when I watched that show, I was like, dude, this is and you guys are senior and junior, so
no, we're not. You know, we're not, yeah. And you know that is gonna get you kicked off the show saying that.
Junior.
No, fuck off.
But that's something that I have showed up. I don't know if you have anything to talk about that, Frankie. But if anything, do you have anything to talk about? Anything in the world right now?
Frankie, let's talk about your car situation.
I was actually going to bring that up right now. I was going to say, well, we were talking about it when we went.
Sell us, Frankie.
Look, the electric's a feature.
Okay, so what kind of, you have a hybrid plug-in?
I have a Honda Clarity plug-in hybrid.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Shout out Honda, give us some money.
Yeah. What's it called? So your thing is that when you bought that car, you're going for the electric side. You want an electric car, right?
I was originally wanting to go for an electric car, so I was considering Tesla, and I was like, their QC is just, even for being like years and like manufacturing their cars, it's
so
still not
QC,
great.
You mean quality control?
Yeah.
Okay.
For those at home that don't understand the lingo, Frankie, come on.
Yeah, my bad.
Frankie trying to over here with the dictionary. With the engineering dictionary.
With the smart talk.
So the quality control
is not the greatest, you're saying?
It's not the greatest. Mm-hmm. There's still like a lot of issues. Like a lot of us will consider Tesla not like a car company, it's more of a software company. Because there's not too much they can really do with the cars. They can improve it, but it's just a computer, battery, and the motors. When you really think about it, that they really control. Like honestly, the body hasn't even changed in like who knows how long. But all they're really doing is just software stuff to make it like more efficient.
Which is worse that they don't change like the look of it, and they still can't manufacture a nicer quality car.
Yeah,
I guess it appreciates like the car manufacturers now that they can change it so rapidly.
Yeah,
and what's it called? And their quality is there, right? And they're still trying to figure out with the same one that they have.
Like you consider like Toyota has been obviously making cars for like 60, 70 more years,
hundreds of years.
Yeah. It's been forever. So
some of those Tacomas out there look like they've been around for 100 years.
They do, huh?
And they last for like 100 years.
They last for 100 years.
Yes. I mean, Top Gear proved that.
Yeah. Like they've been doing it forever, and they're still improving it even more. Like somehow they're doing it with efficiency, like their hybrid like modes, like.
But Tesla has a leg up where they're ahead on the battery and electric side. Right?
Battery on electric, like they do have it pretty good, but when it comes to everything else, it's not really that great. Especially when with the design, they haven't really changed very much of it.
What other all electric cars are there right now? Like the Chevy Volt died, I think.
They still have it.
They still have it?
They're still making it.
I thought they cut their losses on it.
No, like it used to be the Chevy Volt But
And there's like the
now the
Nissan.
full electric is like
Nissan
Chevy
Leaf?
Bolt.
There's the Nissan Leaf.
Nissan
And
Leaf
then
is
isn't
still
the-
being made with the Chatamo like electric
But are they still?
like charging, which is let it
But are
die
they,
already, please.
But see, I haven't even like I feel like I haven't even seen those around anymore.
Like
Yeah.
a new Nissan Leaf,
Yeah,
like
I
a
like-
2023
yeah.
Nissan Leaf.
I saw one yesterday, I believe.
Like
That's-
what? And then, well, then the other one is like the Rivian. No, that's like but that's the truck.
Yeah,
That-
I
the
wouldn't
Rivian-
consider. I don't know.
Like, well, they do have that one.
They're in trouble.
I guess
they got
what
stuff
main
going
like
on.
manufacturers that have been in the industry for a while have like
Or-
really electric cars.
Well, there's Ford with the Mach E, the full
Oh, yeah,
electric.
is it all?
Mustang.
It's electric, full
Yeah,
electric.
it's full
Yeah,
electric.
yeah, yeah.
It feels really nice. I've driven it.
Well, hold on, but what a stupid name. Why brand it Mustang?
Well, if you look at a lot of the design cues.
Yeah, but it's an SUV. It's
But-
a crossover.
Okay, but if you like look at
I understand,
yeah.
but it's a crossover.
I
They're
know.
trying to do the
SUV.
same thing like Lamborghini did.
Yeah, but
with
they're not
their-
calling it Aventador
I mean,
XL.
they're not, but I mean, I feel like that's what they did. But what's called the Mach-E?
It's technically like the Mustang Mach E, but they're kind of going more for just the Mach E. It's mainly like for the design and styling of a Mustang, but it's not trying to say it is like
Yeah, that was
exactly a
dumb.
Mustang,
That
because
was-
then you would put an electric motor in a Mustang, but it's trying to go for something different.
That was dumb.
But yeah, they have that one.
They got
The
the
Chevy,
truck.
the Chevy
They got-
Bolt,
is the truck?
the Ford Lightning,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that was
That's
fully
full-
electric.
full
Yeah.
electric?
full electric. It's really awesome. You can plug it into your house. So say if there's like a blackout, you
Yeah.
plug it into your house and you can like run your house off the
Yeah,
battery.
it's
of
like a
the Lightning
generator.
Ford. Yeah, but
That one looks
it's a
good.
battery. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one
that-
looks really awesome. I like
Yeah,
that.
that one looks cool, and it has a lot. It could tow like kind of a lot too.
hmm
I don't know. I'm pretty sure not a lot of miles, but it could tow like a pretty much like almost the same as a V8 and stuff like that.
It can probably haul like way more.
But see,
like-
once again, my issue is the infrastructure is not there.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, they're definitely working on it, especially right now. I can bring this up too. So Ford and now GM have kind of like
They've teamed
not
up.
really gave in, but they're kind of being like, okay, Tesla, we'll go ahead and make your charging connector like a standard, and like the pins like the standard for charging in the future. Tesla named their charger the North American Charging Standard, NACS, I believe. So now
Oh.
Ford,
Hold on. What body?
the charging
Yeah,
connector.
no, but I'm saying what organization? You said because you said
Oh.
someone said, or they just agreed that
So-
that's the standard.
So Tesla named their cable, like other than charging, like the Tesla charging cable, like the NACS, the North American Charging Standard, but that was just the name Tesla gave it. It was like
but there's no
before anything.
There's no like
Like
association.
ISO isn't
Yeah,
in here, like going on. ANSI is not going. All right, this is the one.
They're
Well-
not acknowledging all that is the standard.
Yeah, they're not really acknowledging it, but they're Ford and now GM like have kind of agreed to be like, okay, fine, we'll go ahead and make that the standard.
Oh, that's
So-
stupid.
We're probably looking at it in a couple of years that the Tesla charger like plug is going to be on like
of it.
all cars, all electric cars,
I mean, I guess it makes
Uh,
sense. They were like
and-
the first big company to like
like really
push,
like kind of
push
make
for
it.
that.
Yeah. So
They got their charging stations and stuff.
The
so
thing is the
it's-
speed of the charge. They have to increase that the speed.
Yeah,
By
they got their like
charging.
quick charges, but I don't
Yeah.
know
'Cause
how
I
much
mean-
you, get out
like
of
you
the
have like
quick
your
charge.
level 1 and level 2.
But
yeah,
it's still like
you're waiting there.
gas in 5 minutes out.
Yeah.
You go grab some snacks. You
Yeah.
take longer grabbing the snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You know?
there's still that part of like the gasoline, the IC like infrastructure that is still obviously
But to me,
perfect
it's like
'cause it's
okay,
everywhere.
the infrastructure. Okay, maybe they're not. There won't be as there's not as many electric stations,
Mm.
charging stations around, right? But if there wasn't that many, and if it was able to charge at like the speed as like gas, I feel like more people would still go electric, and it wouldn't be such a problem.
Yeah.
The infrastructure would catch up, you know. But as long as if it's the same,
So what you
speed-
would prefer is the speed time rather than availability of charge, because I mean that's also an issue.
yeah, I think so.
It's a mix of both. Obviously, like you said, you like in like 2 minutes you have like a full tank
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah.
and like you're good to go for like hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
Depending on the car you have, of course. But I
Which
mean,
is, I guess,
it's speed and just the amount of charging stations. But however, like with this whole like kind of merger, like agreeing to make Tesla's connector like the standard, Tesla has also made their chargers available to the J1772 standard, which has been on all cars like my car, Volkswagens, Ford, Chevy, like pretty much all their cars. They use the J1772 plug, and now their Tesla is releasing patents to make it free and available for like any manufacturer to use their plug.
Yeah.
So now people who use like my car, all we need is an adapter. We plug like the Tesla charger into ours. So now that even
everyone wants dongles for everything.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only thing. On
Yeah.
on a lot of new Tesla like charging stations, they're actually including that dongle on there. So
Okay.
like all you need is a Tesla app. You just say, "Oh, hey, I'm going to charge my non-Tesla vehicle," and then it'll automatically like lock in the J1772 adapter onto the Tesla plug, and you just plug it in as if it was, a Tesla car.
Gotcha.
But basically, with them allowing like, with Tesla actually releasing patents, and hopefully if they actually follow it, actually start like, go for it. Like we're not just looking at Tesla chargers and like J1772 like charging stations. Like now we have access to like almost like a double amount of charging stations for every car. So right now we're looking at even better access to more like charging stations for pretty much everyone once they like really like make everything like more standard. But yeah, infrastructure still needs to be worked on. Like there's still being made. Like you see stations being built everywhere. Like a lot, like way more like speed than before. But obviously there's like the fossil fuel industry. They're trying to keep it down, trying to make sure it's just just gas, because everything runs off fossil fuels. That's the only thing.
I mean, let's not get into that one.
Yeah,
because
the dinosaurs.
No, I'm saying like that. I mean, we don't produce enough electricity to run. If everyone were to switch tomorrow, we don't produce enough electricity.
Yeah, we wouldn't have the infrastructure for every car
for renewal to produce electricity like green.
So if everybody had electrical cars, there wouldn't be enough electricity. We wouldn't be able to produce enough electricity for everybody in the world to have.
Not green. Not like
green. Okay.
We would. It would. I mean, just removing the consumer from the consumption of the fossil fuels.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, they would be doing it to create the electricity to power your car, so it's not like
Gotcha.
currently.
I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
The batteries that your car has, those are Honda batteries, or what are those batteries? Do you know anything about that?
like the electric battery.
Yeah.
Are they Duracell?
It's it's lithium ion like battery pack, so kind of like in your phones.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean by Honda?
But like, okay.
Like
but
if it was a Honda, like
is Honda making those batteries, or is that?
I believe
are they buying it from somebody, or
I believe they get it from like some other company. I'm not sure which one, because I think they probably get from different manufacturers too.
So,
like,
but like Tesla has the best batteries, right?
Tesla does have the best storage, and they're using.
But they make their own batteries, or?
I believe they do make their own batteries.
Okay.
They're 18650 like battery cell. So like think of it as like a really massive like AA. Not like a D cell battery. It's a little bit skinnier, a lot taller.
Mm-hmm.
And like the battery packs in Teslas, and there are other cars that use that kind of a battery cell too. Literally just a massive like hundreds of those like little battery cells in there in like your battery pack of a Tesla.
Yeah, because I remember I was watching a show, not a show, but a video on YouTube, and this guy changed his Volkswagen bus into electric, and he said like Tesla batteries are like the best ones because they hold the most storage, and he converted his whole bus into
fully electric.
Which is
like,
kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure I've seen the video you've mentioned.
I think he's like down here in San Diego or something like that. And stuff like that. But it was pretty cool and stuff like that. But imagine they start building like old trucks and they're making them electric and stuff like that.
They're actually doing that. And actually,
oh really?
Robert Downey Jr. has converted a ton of his classic cars into full electric. Yeah.
Which I mean, for that, it makes sense, right? Because the pain in the ass with the old cars So we've all three experienced.
Oh, yeah.
Is you're like, all right, you finally get running, and then it doesn't pass smog.
Oh, yeah, don't even get that started.
Freaking
smog,
smog.
dude.
I mean,
Like the worst thing for us with like older truck, except I'm in the good. I'm in the clear because my truck is a 73, so it was before like all the emission standards.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't
don't act
smog.
like your freaking car with a black smoke coming out of it.
Oh no,
I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear. I'm in
it's
the
running.
clear.
I'm for the planet, you know,
So-
for the environment. I'm not doing any harm.
No, it does use quite a bit of gas, but it's clean. It
Sure,
runs.
Frankie.
It runs very smooth. I have an.
So you have a green sticker on there. That
Yeah.
I have a green sticker. It's not the green sticker.
But that's what I'm saying. For old cars,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like that's
going electric.
yeah.
Mm.
Especially if you're a car person. I mean, yes, you could be like, okay, yeah, this old truck is like super iconic with this
Engine.
short block, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, maybe you want to keep it that way. But for the majority, I don't think you're
You're
that
gonna be showing.
you're that like attached to the engine.
Yeah, or that many people are gonna show off. Oh yeah, I have this truck with this short
Yeah.
block, you know.
Yeah, and like my issue with electric cars is obviously how long they take to charge, and then the ability to just, if tomorrow I want to drive to, I don't know, Texas, you can do it. You don't got to worry about like planning your route according to chargers.
With
You don't have
gas.
with gas.
Mm.
And then with old cars like that, you're not going to be doing that at all. Sure, it could be rare that you do that. Like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to go here, or like. But with old cars, like you're just going to be driving around.
Yeah, locally.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that makes
like maybe a city or two away, but you wouldn't go too far because
yeah, but you wouldn't go. I mean, you're not going that far,
Yeah.
or that far out of civilization. You could, but I mean, I don't think that's the norm.
No, for sure. People are gonna go whenever you go like on long road trips, you see newer cars driving out there. You know, people trying to be comfortable and stuff.
And then you have those old 1999 Civics just like blowing by you. That doors are coming off of it, and you're like, I don't think you should be driving that fast. I don't think you should be driving that thing that fast.
It's crazy how like you'll be driving like 100 miles per hour, and for sure you'll get passed by someone. There's always
Someone in a worse car. It's always someone in a worse car.
like how is it even running, right?
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
then why
saying.
are you going that speed at that little car?
The older cars that I've driven, like late 90s, early 2000s, at 60, 70 miles an hour, I'm like, okay, this is kind of sketch. Like, the wheels are coming off this thing.
Yeah.
And, like, I've had some that are, really well maintained, but I'm still like, okay, this is the max. This is where I don't want to pass this speed. And then you'll be on the 5, and there's one of those passing by you at 100 miles an hour.
Exactly. You know, that's a good segue onto F1, which our show is originally about, because I wonder how, like...
It was?
It is.
I thought it was Frankie's Corner.
Oh, Frankie, I'm sorry.
We've changed it.
Can
to
I
Frankie's
steal
Corner.
your thunder?
We're going to the next, straight away onto the next corner.
Clean.
What I was gonna bring up is that I wonder if the F1 drivers, when they get into like those older F1 cars, I wonder if that's how they feel too. They're like, oh, okay, on the new one, they're going like 120, 140.
They have like 2,000 like buttons just on the steering wheel, like
On the new ones, yeah.
Yeah, on the
New
new
ones,
ones, and then they go to the older ones. I have
Older
like
ones.
4 buttons.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to let
The paddle shift, and then like
not
volume
even.
up,
They're
volume
like
down.
the
they're
old
so-
ones.
the
They
old
have
ones,
they have it on.
stick shift.
Oh, we're going like that old?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
man.
that's
Oh, shit.
like probably like what, like paddle shifters. I think didn't come into like the 2000s, no? Or were they in the
Yeah.
90s? I think 2000s,
I don't know.
maybe
Yeah,
like
paddle
maybe
shift,
like mid 90s.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, to be honest.
I wonder if they have the same
It's-
feeling when they're like in the older ones. They're like,
They're going
okay,
faster. Well, it's funny
120 is kinda
because
sketch.
Martin Brundle earlier on today's Silverstone Grand Prix,
Grand Prix.
when him and Crofty are talking, they're talking about, you know how a couple weeks ago in Miami everyone was talking about Fernando congratulating Stroll on like an overtake
Okay.
while he's racing, and everyone's like he watched it on a TV.
Oh, on the
Like
big screen,
on the big screen. He's driving, and like I think they're like he's in turn 1. He's congratulating Stroll on a nice pass in turn 11 because he's watching it on the freaking big screen.
Uh-huh.
And then I think someone today, I didn't hear. I was like, I don't know why I didn't hear, but I didn't hear what Brundle had said. He goes, "Oh, he must have seen that on the big screen." And I mean, Crofty says that, and he asked Martin Brundle. He's like, back in your day, did you guys have the big fan screens? And then Martin Brown goes, we were just trying to keep from not crashing in our, what do you say, in our junkers, or she said something like that. He's like, the cars were unreliable themselves. Okay. He's like, we didn't have time to be watching TV.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
We're just trying to freaking stay focused.
Yeah. He's like, we're trying not to crash.
Trying to not die.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was funny.
Because now it's a show that freaking they can drive them like nothing, like through high speed corners.
But what the crazy thing is, we've talked about this before, is on even when you're sim racing and you're like, you go through the little menu, like that's already distracting enough.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting on my couch at home, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm sitting on my couch at home and I'm like nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go through the settings right now. I got to go do something.
Yeah.
I got to call for a pits. I got to ask weather, whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
And even in that little looking down to do whatever, you're already nervous. I don't know how many times I'd look down to change something and I'm off into the wall.
Yeah, you miss your break.
Yeah,
or you miss the corner.
You missed the corner. You just missed the corner. You're done.
Like for a second, huh?
Yeah.
It feels like you have no time to go and do that.
No,
stuff.
and these guys, they're changing brake balance from corner to corner. They're just having fun on that thing. I don't know. That's insane. Like that's something. Okay, you see them, and as an outside person, you're like, okay, wow, like they're just going really fast. That's hard. But you don't even understand like the amount of things that go on
until you get like some form of like taste of what they're doing. Right?
Yeah, that's crazy. You see that there was a pedal cam to this race.
Yeah, I did see that.
I think Norris had the pedal cam.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool to see when they accelerate and when they brake.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have them side by side. Like you see the pedals, and then you see like a different view. So you see, okay, he starts braking here. Here's his braking, because obviously if you're just on the pedal cam, you don't see
one camera
an exterior view.
Oh, okay.
Like so you can see, okay, so obviously you can in your brain you go, okay, he starts braking here. This is where his brake. Oh, he starts. He gets on the gas here.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, obviously you don't see it if it's just the pedal cam.
Yeah. Well, he had good freaking braking and acceleration this freaking week.
So it was a good week for McLaren.
It was. But before that, it looked like it was going to be a good week for Williams. And,
yeah, they were quick in practice.
They were quick in practice. They had brought upgrades. A lot of teams had brought upgrades, right? But they had brought upgrades, and they looked fast, where people are like, whoa, what's going on here and stuff like that. They look fast. And then we go on to qualifying, and then I don't know if it shows their true pace or whatever, but then like you said, that's when McLaren's day really started, looking up.
It was an interesting qualifying.
Yeah.
Checo, take that car down.
No, we're not giving on Checo.
Si
se puede, okay?
Take that stupid car down.
Si se puede. I saw that
washed.
Verstappen can now win every race in P2, and if Checo wins, okay, Verstappen gets P2 in every single race, and Checo gets first in every single race. From now on, Verstappen will still be world champion.
That's ridiculous, dude.
So, just name Verstappen world champion now. But what's it called? I guess no. Go home. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay, but what was I gonna say? If we take Verstappen, I think this race was really clear to see that if we took Verstappen out, the racing would have been a lot more interesting.
Well, that's
right?
every week. Every week you're like, okay, I'm watching the middle of the pack.
But I'm saying like if they were fighting for a victory,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why F1 has been boring for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
But we got one good year when it was the changing of the guard.
It was.
And after that, we're back to fucking status quo where one person is just absolutely demolishing the rest of the competition.
But it's crazy how to see now. Is it like in this race we saw like a changing of like the teams? Like Aston Martin was nowhere. Yeah. Mercedes was up there, and now McLaren came out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, they've been slowly coming back from absolute rock bottom where they started this season. I feel like they've been slowly. You've been seeing some results. You've been seeing Piastri definitely performing better.
You know what it is, right?
What is it?
It's that Zach Brown leadership up there, dude.
Shout out Zach Brown.
Shout out Zach Brown, dude.
He was giving those high fives to everyone.
Yeah, he was hyped as hell.
Yeah, he was hyped. I think, once again, Zach Brown is the GOAT over there, CEO of McLaren. I think it's McLaren Racing.
Making big moves. making the right calls,
and
staying
as we've
strong
been
when it
saying,
needs to.
making Indy more like F1 where it needs to be, with the simplicity of the cars looking the same. The team, there's obviously like a team, like uniform, I guess you can say. There's a team livery.
You know what this room needs? It needs a Zach Brown card up there too.
I mean, Zach Brown.
We need to get a Zach Brown card up there, because Zach Brown is the GOAT and is loved here at Full Beans.
Yeah. We got a advertisement today.
Oh, we did?
Crofty said
He gave us a shout out?
Yeah, he gave us a shout out.
Thanks, Crofty.
Yeah, Crofty. They're going Full Beans. Thank you, Crofty.
We appreciate that.
Every single time I hear that, I go, hey, Crofty, let's go. Oh, no. What happened?
Oh, we got technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. I've unplugged my headphones.
Freaking noob, dude.
Okay, we're back.
All right, let's get back to the race. It was a good start from...
Good start from both McLarens. Piastri almost had him, too.
That was crazy, huh?
Piastri almost had him. But then this is the thing. I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I'm just upset because we get a good start, but it doesn't matter that Norris took the lead and that Norris was in front for 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, it doesn't matter.
What did it do? It removed Max's consecutive laps led, whatever, his record.
I think it just gives us hope.
It doesn't.
For the future. I think it gives us hope for the
future. What hope?
That
he still finished. After that safety car, he was 5 seconds in the lead in like 3 laps.
I think it just gives us still hope that there's going to be better racing in the future.
Nah, it's because you haven't watched long enough.
Maybe you're right. But what was I going to say about Piastri? That almost taking Verstappen, I feel like if he would have taken a little bit more risk and really, because I felt like Oscar kind of backed out of that fight. If he would have taken a little bit more risk, he could have got Verstappen. But it showed, I think, Oscar, that the great driver that everybody's showing, the potential that he has. So, but I mean, now it shows that great start from Lando that he is a top driver. He's one of those top dogs.
Yeah, I mean, Verstappen, what did Verstappen say? Like, if he was in a faster car, he'd be like fighting for wins. Mm-hmm. But then, wouldn't everyone?
I mean,
I think
sad to say Checo's not up there. Unfortunately. What's going on with Checo, dude? Tell me, what do you think is going on with Checo?
Trash, choking, pressure.
Qualifying. Last year was the same thing, huh? With qualifying, not qualifying.
I mean, but then now it's not even. Yeah, but like even in the race, he doesn't do anything.
I mean, he went up
to 6th.
Yeah,
from 15th. If Max Verstappen starts 20th, you go. He's on the podium.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that the cars are getting faster.
If Max starts in 20th, he's getting to the podium.
We don't know that now. That happened a long time ago. Okay, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
You're gonna tell me 6 consecutive race wins and he wouldn't start. He wouldn't get to the podium from 20th.
I'm not saying he's not, but I don't know. I'm trying to reach for straws here with Checo. I'm trying to.
There's no straws left to grasp at.
Well, you think he's gonna be removed this season?
Oh, I mean, this is last season. This is last season. 100%.
What if he finishes first?
Isn't this his contract? Isn't this his contract up? His contract year for him?
I think it is.
Nah, he's done. He's done.
What if he gets first on all of them and all the races?
He's done.
From now on.
He's done.
30 seconds ahead of Verstappen.
Done.
Damn.
You just said if he wins every single race, and Verstappen happens to slide into P2 every single race, he still doesn't win the championship.
Yeah, but what if Checo wins with like 30 seconds ahead of Verstappen?
Okay, well let's see that first. From what I've seen this season, he's done. And I don't like saying this.
Checo, you could still do this. I'm still here supporting you. Okay?
He's not gonna see this.
I'll tag him so he sees it.
We believed in him. $40 down the drain.
Not yet.
You still haven't brought the ticket either.
I forgot it again.
Don't worry, that'll be a moment on its own. What else happened in the race that really
Ferrari
your eye?
Just poops the bed again on strategy.
Mm.
They finished like 10 and 11.
Yeah, we're just not fast enough too, though. I guess that Leclerc pit stop didn't really make sense.
The early one?
The early one, yeah. Because he didn't really do anything after that.
I don't know. They just pooped the bed. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Did you see the post race though with the Ferrari driver and the Alpine driver, Sainz and Gasly?
What happened? They fought or what?
No, but they
Exchange words.
Sainz was talking. Sainz was giving an interview, and then Gasly comes from behind and gives him like a little push like that or something. And I think Gasly said like, "Don't push me," and then
Don't push.
I think Sainz responded with, I don't know if he said puerquito.
Puerquito.
Yeah, I think he said puerquito, dude. And then that was it.
Okay.
Though. Yeah, so I don't know. There's just some beef right now between them.
Between who?
Gasly and Sainz.
Because what did they do? They came together?
I don't know if they came together close because they were racing each other.
I mean, Alpine had a horrible double DNF.
Alpine was a shit day. Maybe that. Jeremy Clarkson was there.
Jeremy Clarkson was there. Shout out.
We love Jeremy
Diddley
Clarkson.
Squat Farm.
Yeah.
One day hope to make the trek out there to Diddley Squat Farm.
And meet Gerald.
Gerald.
One day we'll be there.
Caleb. The whole crew.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And
Rooney. Did Rooney? Who died? Which of the cows, the bulls died? No, the sheep.
The sheep, yeah.
He named one Rooney, and then the other one was
Wayne, wasn't it? Yeah, one
wasn't Wayne Rooney. I think one
no, one was Wayne.
Or was he named after Rooney? He's named after Wayne Rooney. One of them was.
One is named Rooney, and I think the other one's named Wayne.
Are they? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, which one died? One of them died, I think.
I don't know.
Sad. R.I.P.
He saved the cow at the end.
Yeah. You finished it?
Yeah, I did.
You just ruined it for the viewers.
Oh, I did? I'll bleep it out.
But we had some Hollywood in the house this week.
Oh, we did. I guess that's the headline.
I mean, it was a good race. It was just the same old Max Verstappen.
No, let's put it like this. Like we said last episode, and watch our last episode. The races have been boring.
Yeah, this one wasn't too boring, though. It was better than the other one.
This one is like an average race, but since we've been...
I'll agree with what you're going to say.
Since all the races have been really boring, it looks like a really great race.
Yeah, I'll agree with what you said.
So, which I'm fine. Hopefully, we get more of this.
Hamilton lucks into a podium at Silverstone again.
Yeah.
That was so lucky, dude.
Piastri the safety car?
Piastri should have had that. And then Russell, Russell was like,
yeah, everybody knows.
It was that was crazy. I don't feel like I've heard like that much like I don't know how to say.
Conflict
frustration with like your teammate getting an advantage from the safety car. Because he asks, did Lewis pit
during the
safety car
during the race?
Yeah, during the race when there was the virtual safety and then the safety car, which I don't know why they brought out the virtual at all. You knew you had to go get the car was dead,
and you knew marshals were gonna have to go on the track and push it off.
It was stupid. I don't know why they even just put the safety car out there. And when he's like, "Oh, did Lewis pit?" and they're like, "Yeah," and he's just like,
that he knew he got that.
He knew he got screwed. He got screwed. Piastri got screwed. Hamilton lucks into a freaking podium at Silverstone.
Because I believe in Australia that happened to George. George got screwed.
Yeah, George got super screwed.
So maybe it had to do something with that. He's like, dude, not again.
I don't know, but Hamilton lucks into another podium there.
Yeah.
You think it's weird that they have already named the curve, like the turn after him?
The Hamilton Straight?
Yeah, or the straight, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that they named it while he's still racing.
I thought so too.
That's so weird.
When I heard Coffee, like,
yeah, like, okay, who's like, you can be like, okay, we're gonna name it after him. 7, 8 world championships, whatever. I don't even care, whatever, however many he has. And it's like, why name it after him while they're still racing? That's so weird.
Yeah.
If it was me, that would go into my head way too quick, dude. I'm still here.
You know who I am?
I'm on my straight. Like that's
but imagine like now that's gonna make everyone else like be even more competitive like in that area because they're like, oh, he's coming over here. We're not gonna let him. We're gonna make him go last.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird that they named it after him. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a corner or straight. I'm just saying it's weird that they did it while he's still like. And it was like 2 years ago.
At first, I thought it was a coincidence.
No,
I thought it was a coincidence. I was like, "Oh, damn, Hamilton and stuff." And then I was like,
"Oh, they named that. They named it after him."
Yeah, so I thought it was kind of weird too.
Or last year, whatever. It's just weird that they named it while he's still racing.
It is.
It may be like if he was like announcing his retirement, he's like, "Oh, this is my last season," and they named it like they reveal it on his last season and his last race at Silverstone. Obviously, he still has the rest of the season, but maybe if they did something like that, you know, like a farewell. But it's weird that they named it. Well, I mean, it wasn't even like I said, it was like at least last year.
Is every part of that track has a name to it?
Yeah, because it's so old, dude. It's like the oldest. It's like one of the oldest, if not. I think it's the oldest track on the calendar.
Older than Monza?
I don't know. I mean, those are all, but that same thing. Everything is named on that one too.
It is, huh? Eventually they'll run out, huh? Of things to name it.
Yeah, but like all the old ones, Monaco, everything is named there.
Yeah, you're right.
Silverstone, everything is named there.
I want you to give me a full report of every track with the name on it, and who has the most names on it.
That's Frankie's job. That's Frankie's homework.
You heard that, Frankie?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a bit.
All right.
I feel like
You know Frankie's not good with homework.
You'll send me writing something on my phone like as we're like prepping, and you guys are like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like,
Nothing.
And
No,
I'm like
Frankie-
quickly like writing everything down.
Frankie will start doing it and then get distracted and then start looking up something else. that
Yeah,
has
I'm gonna look
totally
up
to
like
do,
some
you know?
more like EV conversions.
Which is totally fine because then we can just bring it up in Frankie's corner.
So I'm
Yeah, we can bring it up, and then Frank. All right,
homework.
this week in Frankie's corner,
Yeah.
has he done his homework?
Has he
And
done-
it's-
no.
still no.
He got distracted by this
Yeah.
other thing. Okay.
No, but
I
I
mean, you
did I
just-
did a whole 300-page report on this other thing though.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, drop ideas for Frankie's corners because we're not very creative over here.
I mean, this is a brand new thing, so I guess people want it.
What do you mean? I guess, Frankie, don't be modest.
I mean,
They wanna
this
hear
is
Frankie.
this is full beans. So I want to hear the beans. Talk about full beans.
You're one of the beans. What are you talking about?
But you guys are like the main beans.
Nah,
Nah,
you're a
Frankie,
frijol over there
Frankie.
behind the desk.
We're a trio now. Okay.
All right.
This is you know.
Los tres amigos.
Well, then we have people who are really excited to hear more about me. So
I don't know
Give
about
me your
you, Frankie, but
ideas.
your
No, no, no,
ideas,
no.
your thoughts,
no, they want to hear more of me.
Man, let's get into it.
Yeah.
I'm getting to him already. I kind of like.
Let's
it
go
though.
back to the.
You guys want to
yeah.
fucking hear me?
So Brad Pitt
Wants
There
to know
you go.
about me? I know.
was racing. Well, he was in the car this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, he was in the car. He was so they're what's it called? They
Filming a
were filming
movie.
for the F1 movie.
Yeah,
Doesn't have a name yet and stuff.
yeah.
Hopefully it's good. I mean, because every racing movie kind of sucks, dude.
But Ford vs Ferrari was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give that one. Ford for Ferrari was pretty good.
Fast 10 is a brilliant movie.
Fast 10.
The like 10th Fast and
Oh,
Furious.
Fast and the
yeah,
Furious.
yeah.
Are those even racing movies anymore?
No, they're,
I mean,
they're
they're car
space movies.
They haven't been racing movies since Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift, yeah,
That was
They're
the last
Tokyo
racing.
Drift, yeah.
Was like the last one. It had nothing to do. Well, I mean, it had very little to do with the previous two.
It had like
Yeah,
one
no.
character for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly, the only like good fast movies were 1 and 2.
yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
And then let's not even get started with the naming convention of the movie.
I know.
But,
Fast X.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see what the movie's about because Brad Pitt looks too old to be like in contention for a world
Okay.
championship.
So Martin Brundle asked him about that. And he told him, like, hey, can you tell us a little about what the movie is and
Okay,
stuff
I
like
didn't
that?
hear this.
He told us a little, like, oh, what's the movie about and stuff. And he said a little about it. And he said it's basically about how he used to drive Brad Pitt. I don't know what his name is Sonny, huh? Right? Something Sonny Hayes or something.
No, not a single clue. I
Yeah.
have nothing. I
You
have
do
no
know, don't
information.
lie, because it was on the freaking thing on the garage on top of it. So,
But I didn't see that. I didn't see
Okay.
the. I didn't see the.
you closed
photos.
your eyes at that moment, or what?
I didn't see that much. I just saw him like. I saw them talking about it,
Okay.
and
Well-
then I saw him standing there with all the drivers, and then his like teammate.
Yeah. Well, they had their own garage.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that, but I didn't see the names.
Okay. Well,
I don't know why he's gun for me.
bro, it's because they showed that so much.
Okay, I didn't
was
see
like,
it.
how
I don't know
did
what
you
you want
not
me to
see
say. I
it?
didn't see it.
It's like if you go to Vegas right now and you're like, no, I didn't see the sphere, and it's like so big that how can you not see it?
That thing is the Death Star. Okay, this is not the Death
How
Star.
can you not see if you're in space? How can you not see the Death Star?
Space is way bigger than the Death Star.
Okay,
Way bigger than the Death Star. Space is.
Frankie, you get my point, right?
I mean,
Frankie didn't see it.
If we're Yeah, no, I didn't see it, but I mean,
Frankie doesn't even watch the races.
honestly, technically, if you're like on Earth and the Death Star is like there next to Earth, you're not gonna see it unless it goes like in front of the sun.
There we go.
Okay, I completely lost you, Frankie.
You don't see the moon at all times.
Whatever. What was I talking about?
The character, why he looks so old.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Martin Brundle asked him what was the plot of the story. And he basically tells them Brad Pitt's character, Sonny Hayes, I think it is. He used to race in the 90s, and then he had a horrible crash and stuff like that.
Lightning
Like,
McQueen.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
like
usually how
Doc-
everything goes? So.
Yeah.
Like every racing like movie or
So this is why when I heard this, I was like, oh man, I don't know if it's gonna be that good.
I mean, even Cars is the same.
Yeah, Doc Hudson. That's literally. I mean,
Lightning McQueen and Doc Hudson. Well, did Doc come back though?
No, he didn't come
He
back.
didn't come back.
But Lightning didn't really come back either, though.
No.
When he crashed.
He came back for a few laps and then said, "Hey, cruise."
But they
Get in there.
said great crash, and I thought Doc Hudson crash. You know, all messed up and stuff.
I mean, he got back into like
The
the
racing
sport,
scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
he
wasn't. He wasn't.
but he wasn't like actually
Oh.
racing again.
Remind me. There's another movie I want to talk about afterwards.
Okay, so he got in a horrible crash, and then that years later he comes back, and I guess now he wants to fight for the
Title.
champion, the title. Yeah.
Okay.
So it
Wrestling
doesn't
Cup.
sound that original. I mean, we'll see how it is. But the guy who directed Top Gun is directing this movie, so we'll see if that's any good.
The new one.
The
New
new
or
one.
old one?
Yeah.
The new one's good. The new. I'm surprised how good the second one was.
So, I mean, there's hope on that. So, but yeah, that was basically the plot of that whole
Okay,
thing.
moving on to the next movie.
Yeah, what was
Have
it?
you guys seen the commercial? And we've thought about. We've literally talked about this.
Mhm.
And I didn't know. I guess it's based on a true story. Did you see the? Have you guys seen the commercial or the trailer for Gran Turismo?
No.
So it's about.
For like the game?
Okay, so it's about a guy who essentially sim raced his way into like a
Oh.
competition.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Where they
I've
were like,
seen
okay,
it.
we're gonna get a bunch of sim racers in the Nissan competition,
Uh huh.
and we're gonna get a bunch of sim racers and see if they can, you know,
Compete with real
translate
racing.
translate that into like a real racing. They have like a what I saw in the trailer looks like they have like a boot camp, and then they choose one of the simmers.
Do they have like a freaking drill sergeant telling them? Well,
I think so. I think so. They're like, obviously these are they don't know how to run, so like they show them how to run, you know, to like become athletes,
Yeah.
and then
Can you imagine
they
like
pick
just
one.
throwing them into like F1 car going at full speed? Like
you break your
they're
neck,
They're
bro.
gone.
Yeah.
you can break your neck, turn one.
Have you not seen that meme?
First braking, you break your forehead into the steering wheel.
Dude, there's like
Forehead
a video.
is the steering wheel.
There's like a video of a guy when he does, and he literally breaks hard. No, he's in those 2-seater F1s, and they break like super hard, and the freaking guy just.
Anyways, so like they do like I think it looks like a little boot
boot
camp,
camp? Mhm.
and then they're like, okay, you're the one, and then they start training him, and I guess it's based on a true story that he races. I forgot what series, not F1, but he races. I think it's like I don't know, but it looks interesting. I want to watch it because we've had this discussion on. We wonder if those skills can translate to real life.
Yeah, so maybe you don't have to have all that money to really get into racing, right?
Yeah, I guess, but they have to go win this competition that they.
But I mean,
Mhm.
also consider like
But it still gives you a chance, though.
And today,
Before
with the
there
way
was
esports is blowing up and keeps growing, maybe you don't even need to become a real racer.
You don't. I just know if I watch that movie, it's gonna freaking motivate me, and after that theater, I'm just gonna want to for sim race and hopefully
Yeah.
become a real race.
you can quit full
Like
beans
the-
and just be a sim racer.
You know what we
Yeah.
gotta do? We gotta set up 3 rigs here,
We do.
or 3 rigs so that we can film each other, and then we can make fun of Frankie crashing, and then
Imagine Frankie like starts getting good.
You guys
That'd be
haven't even
crazy.
seen me like in racing games.
yeah, but
This is different.
This is
Frankie.
different, Frank.
This ain't no Need for Speed. Okay, Need for Speed 2.
This ain't no Mario Kart, all right? Mario Kart Wii.
I
Which
still
one?
kick ass and no one can beat me.
Mario Kart Wii?
Mario Kart. Mario Kart.
I was
you-
pretty good in Wii, but
I'll
the newest
demolish you
one-
in Mario Kart Wii.
How about like 8?
On the new one, I suck. My girlfriend's pretty good at the new one though.
I never.
She plays with like none of the assists and stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, nerds.
I play with the Joy-Cons like separate. Like I'm sitting.
Oh, I do that. People
Yeah.
get mad at me when I
Yeah,
play with
they think it's
comfort.
super
Comfort
weird.
ergonomics.
Yeah,
the
that's the whole
ergonomics.
point of the
I
Joy-Cons.
put my hands here and I'm just like lying down
I'm
playing.
just laying back. Like
So
with
you
the
don't do the
Joy-Cons.
thing anymore like this? You control.
You can, I think, but no one does that. Losers.
They have like the steering wheel there, but it looks so weird. It like the Wii controller look better because like
because it's bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
I mean, you can do it like just with the Joy-Cons, like you're doing it like the joysticks, or like you can actually like turn the thing, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we got to set up our sim. You know that sim racing place, and like they're popping up now.
Yeah.
Like
The one in Pasadena.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like I don't know if they have it right. We should look into it first. We should practice again because I'm out of practice.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it in a while. The new one just came out.
I haven't played the new one.
I told you get that membership, the EA membership.
Oh, the EA one.
Yeah, it's like $100.
I want to get a PS4 first, and then.
It's only available on computer, I think.
Oh well, then I gotta. Jeez, this just turned from like a $200 investment to like now a $1,500.
$1,200.
$1,200.
$12 for a really good setup still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like-
Anyways,
you were saying.
But we should look in to see if they have like a Thursday like league.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool if they could set up like a league where you got a bunch of people and they go sing.
I think they're trying to start. They're trying to do that and stuff like that because
No.
they had like a. I think it was actually Thursday.
I'm telling you, bro.
They
it's
had like a
hey.
Thursday thing, spa thing,
Oh, okay.
where like you had to sign up and like what's it called? We're gonna drive at spa at night or whatever.
Okay. We should go into
They,
that.
they had a
Let's
they had
do
a
it.
thing like
Anyways, we should set up. You have 2 wheels, no?
that. No, I only have one.
What happened? I thought you got the Fanatec.
I do. That's the only one I have.
What happened to the other one?
That one broke. That's why I got the Fanatec. Yeah.
Frankie needs a wheel.
I can
Yeah.
fix it.
No, I don't think it's fixable.
Did you like slam it against the
No,
wall?
I
for,
didn't.
like,
But
losing?
I tried everything, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I just think they overheat, like, and they just break down. They're like literally disposable or something. But I mean, we can buy one.
Oh yeah, let's
The
let's
new
do it.
ones, the new ones aren't that expensive.
Well, the new
direct
which
drive.
one? Which Fanatec did you get? The new one?
I have the.
You got the bigger one.
Yeah, I had the Elite. So that one's the belt-driven one. And now the new ones that are coming out
Direct drive.
are direct drive. The new ones are direct drive, and they're now even cheaper than the.
So you're stupid.
Then I'm what? No, because when I got it, it was like 2 weeks before that thing came out.
You couldn't wait 2 weeks.
No, I couldn't because then that was just a pre-order, and then to pre-order was like the next year.
And how many times have you played since that?
I mean, not that
yeah.
Not
How many
that
times have you used it?
but just out of inconvenience, you know. I'm working on modifying my setup that I can set this thing up within 30 seconds. Okay.
I know that's the issue. Is with sim setups, it just there's so much room.
I mean, it's either committing or you're gonna be not playing as much.
I mean, yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look into a quicker sim setup too.
Because I really like my sim setup, but it just setting it up is kind of taking a little while. It takes a little while, and ya te cansas, and you're like, I gotta drive this whole Grand Prix right.
You sit down sweating already. And You're like, oh, I gotta sit here for another 2 hours sweating.
I gotta practice and qualify.
Yeah, which crazy. Which Frankie, you haven't experienced it, but like even just racing on the sim, like it's you sweat.
It's draining. It's
Yeah.
like mentally draining.
Yeah,
kinda,
you're
you know?
there. You're like, oh come on, I gotta get this corner.
Yeah. So
We gotta get them so we race each other.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, let's bring it in and set it up.
We need
You
to
know,
get.
we'll get some TikTok like content
Yeah, that's what I'm
from
saying.
that.
But yeah, I think what else happened in the Grand Prix?
I don't know.
I think that was it. No.
First McLaren podium at Silverstones was like
Red Bull had some other record they beat with the most 11 consecutive wins or something like that. Checo came in 6th.
loser.
What's it called? Williams, Albon finished, I think, like 8th or something like that. So
McLaren had a bit of a interesting strategy call at the end that I guess paid off. Like they kept positions.
I mean, that just shows how I think if they were on the softs, they could have gone a little faster.
I don't know because Piastri before that safety car was clicking right along on the hards. Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. If they were that fast on the hards, could they not be faster on the softs?
maybe. But even Lando was like, you know, what are we going to? And he goes, and then the race engineer was like, hards, they're our best option.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if maybe the softs on theirs was just, I don't know. They were everyone was complaining. Well, prior to the race, everyone was complaining that the softs, the degradation, oh My
Yeah.
gosh,
Degradation.
on the Reds
Was
where
not
it
as bad?
was too bad.
Oh, it's too bad.
And then in the race, it didn't look so bad. Like they were like, okay, they last longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy for at least just somewhat different of a podium.
Yeah.
McLaren doing something, finally looking like they're coming back up.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, Zach Brown, which is good to see him all happy because at the beginning of the season we saw him literally like sitting there super depressed.
Mm-hmm. He did not look like the Zach Brown he is.
Yeah, very energetic, enthusiastic.
The next race is gonna be in Hungary in 2 weeks.
Yeah, the cheapest race, I think it's known as like the most. There's a tip there for all you listeners, all four of you
That want to go see an F1.
You want to go see an F1 race? I think it's the cheapest on the calendar.
What about Bahrain?
I don't know if it's cheaper.
I saw that one was pretty cheap too. There's actually a guy who made a video of him. I think he lives in New York.
Yeah, that's an old one, but that one had like China. Well, we're getting China. We're getting China back next year. Right? It's on the 2024 calendar, no?
I think so. Yeah.
I believe it's on the 2024 calendar, and I think that one is the cheapest if available. If it's on the calendar.
Oh, you know what? Something would have been good. Totally random out of the blue that's popped out. That's super recent right now.
Let's save it for next week. That's all today on Full Beans.
Signing out.
See you.